Hello everybody, welcome to Devilishly Delicious Eats and Drinks with Lynn. Today we're going to be making sofrito. Sofrito, it is basically a base for most Latin America's countries. Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Colombia, Brazil, mostly have sofrito. Now, sofrito varies from each country and from each person. Everybody has their own way, so not every sofrito is the same. But the bases are basically typical. Some use tomatoes, some don't. A lot of times you cannot find recaito, which this is culantro, I'm sorry. Sometimes you cannot find culantro and people omit it. I've omitted it plenty of times. So it's basically the main ingredients: cilantro, onions, garlic, peppers. Those are the base. So let's get started with the recipe and what you will need. For this sofrito, also known, by the way, recaito, Puerto Ricans call it recaitos, most other cultures call it sofrito, but it's the same thing, basically the same main ingredients. So I already chopped up my onions. We're going to do onions for sofrito. You're going to do bell peppers. You're going to, let me show these beautiful ones. You're going to use each color of the pepper. You're going to use the red pepper, you're going to use the green pepper, and I don't have a yellow pepper, so I omitted that piece. So it's okay to omit. The reason we do the colors is because we like that vibrant color, you know, that land flare. You're going to use a whole head of garlic. And I already have crushed mine up and cleaned them up and put them in here. The whole head, because we like garlic. We use garlic. This you might be able to find, you may not, but this is what gives it that flavor. This is called culantro leaves, and I find these in most Spanish markets, and even Asian markets carry these, and they may have a different name, but let me show you what it looks like. And it is a cousin of the cilantro. It is related to the cilantro, so I'm sure a lot of you know what here, there's some better ones here. This is the cilantro. They are related. This, you smell cilantro, you smell cilantro. It's very potent. Culantro, it's a little bit more potent than in flavor than it comes to a cilantro. But it's a different flavor. You could taste that it's in the family, but it does carry a little stronger flavor. So if you could find this, perfect. I would recommend you go to the Spanish market. I have seen it in La Michoacana, Fiesta. This is where I got it. Fiesta got them all the time. And little markets that you go. I have seen it at the Asian market. I've never bought it there, but I have spotted it there. Another ingredient you're going to need is Ajise Dulce. That is something that it's difficult to find, and please do not confuse it for habanero, because I have done that. When I moved to Texas, I wanted to make my sofrito. So I went and bought a bunch of stuff, and Ajise Dulce look just like habaneros. They come in different colors, except they do look a little more like a little saucer, you know, flying saucer. But they're similar to the habanero, and I wish I had a habanero with me, because I have bought habaneros thinking they were these. The reason I found them one time, and they come in different colors, by the way, guys. They come like peppers. The reason I found them one time in Fiesta, and I guess it's a seasonal thing, you know, those are imported. My mother came to visit and brought me these, so I was very lucky, and I froze them. I do freeze them. Here's my freezing bag, and they've been here since the holidays, and I treat them like gold. If you cannot get a hold of Ajise Dulce, that is fine. You could omit it. We have plenty of peppers. It's just a sweeter pepper. It's a nice sweet pepper. If you want to put habanero, that's not a sofrito. It changes the whole recipe. Some people put tomatoes on theirs. I am going to put tomato. That's what my grandmother puts in it. So I'm going to do that. Sometimes I don't put tomato and make it just a recadito, which really isn't tomato based. Sofrito's more tomato based. So I have 2 tomatoes already chopped up. So I'm just showing you the ingredients. I have everything chopped up. Onion. I'm using a half a red onion, regular onion, yellow onion, and I'm using half of a red onion. And I already chopped it up, cut it up. So I have half and half. Another ingredient I'm using is bouillon. I have a tablespoon of bouillon in here. 1 tablespoon of cumin, comino, also known as. Lemon and limes. This is where I like it very acidy. Some people use red vinegar. You could use that too. I'm using lime. I might even mix depending on the flavor, because this is something you have to taste. You got to play with. It's really hard to measure to make sofrito. People just make it and they go by what they like. So I'm doing the best I can, and this is what I'm doing today. And if we need to add on, we will add on to the recipe, and we'll take it from there, and you have your recipe. I already squeezed my right here. Okay. So I already squeezed lime and lemon. I mixed it. I did 2 lemons, 3 limes. Okay. 3 limes, 2 lemons. The reason I did that is because my lemons are huge. My limes are tiny. So we're going to start. We're going to blend. You're also going to need oil, and you might need a little bit of water. Not much. Oh, oregano. Lots of oregano. We use oregano, and my grandma uses a lot of oregano. You can use any oregano. In here, I actually have Dominican oregano. My mom also sent me that. So, I'm low, Mom. I need more. So, you could use Mexican oregano, too. It's kind of tastes the same. But, yeah. I buy Dominican oregano. Well, my mama buys me Dominican oregano, and that's what I use. So, let's get started. I am going to add the onions. And let me move this out of the way so you guys can see. Add the onions. So you add half of a yellow onion, half of a red onion. Okay. You're going to add your peppers. I don't have a yellow pepper, so I added more red peppers, an extra, because usually I'll do 2-2-2 ratio. And I usually do make a big batch too. Let me add my peppers. Now, as you see, it's getting full. So I am going to blend, and then we're going to start again because it's going to fill. So let's blend. I'm doing a dry blend right now. And as that's blend, we're going to add the rest of the peppers. Smell the peppers. I'm putting 4 Ajise Dulces that I have. I'm being frugal with my Ajise Dulce because I'm running low. If you could find Ajise Dulce, you can add more Ajise Dulce than you have peppers if you like. You could do the 1-1 ratio and like 5 ajises, 5 to 6 Ajise Dulce. I'm gonna add some liquid to this. So I'm going to add my lime and my lemon juice that I squeezed already. And let me blend a little bit more. I'm telling you, this makes every meal. Anybody who knows me and has had my cooking, they've had my turkey, they've had my pernil, they've had my chicken. Sounds good. Okay, I already cleaned these up. So what I'm going to do is rough chop them and put them in here. And you buy them by the bunch, you use the whole bunch. I use the whole bunch. I purposely buy a bunch of cilantro when you buy the bunches that are rubber band. And I use the whole thing. So I'm roughly chopping also my cilantro and putting it in there. They've already been cleaned and cut up. Put that in there, yeah. Okay. And I'm missing, I have a bunch. I just wanted to do a presentation of these, but I'm not using all of this. I have like 3 bunches here, so still got. See, this is a bunch right here, because you can tell they're still. So this is the bunch I'm gonna grab, because I already grabbed most of it. I don't want to use all of it. Rough chop, because these are already okay. I still need my tomatoes in there. Alright guys, let me mix this in here. Because we still got garlic to add and tomatoes. I'm going to add a little bit of oil. This is olive oil. About 1 tablespoon to 2. Garlic. And my tomatoes. And yes, you have to do it in sections because you make it batches. That's kind of what happens. It's looking amazing. Let me grab the little scrabblers over here. Now, I'm going to finish adding the rest of my cilantro. Well, cut that up. Okay, that goes to the other batch. So I have everything that I've cut up and had here in here. You're going to add a little bit of water as well. Just a little bit. Because again, you don't want it to get too pasty. There we go. Oh, smells amazing. I'm gonna give it a little taste to see. And of course we haven't added our seasoning. Yes, guys, I just double dipped. It's just me, and it's just me. Me, and I cook for my son. Nobody comes over. So, yeah. And this is actually going to be used today. So, I put my cubito. You could put cubito, or you could put the polvo, the powder. Cubes. I'm sorry, I'm speaking Spanglish over here. You could use cubes or you could use powder. I just put my cumin. I did put it. Okay. Taste. It's missing something. And I think it's garlic. More garlic. It's missing garlic. For sure it's missing more garlic. So we're going to add a couple of more heads. I'll say three heads. So let's roughly add 3 more heads of garlic. So, and this is the thing, you put a head of garlic, but all garlics are not created equal. You know, one's bigger than the other. So I'm going to add 3 more. Another thing I put in it that not everybody might do, because everybody cooks with adobo. So sometimes they don't add it to their sofrito. I do. And this is optional. But this is what I am going to add it today. I kind of wanted to try with the basics. And then let me clean my spoon so I look at China. Alright, I brought my vinegar because it might need a little bit more acid. Perfect. Perfect. And I was missing something, the oregano. I don't need any of this. I brought it out just in case. Now we're going to add oregano. I should not be doing it like this because I do not measure the oregano. I am so sorry. I just did this. Bad me. I put a handful, which would probably be a good half. I would say 2 tablespoons. That's probably what I put in there, 2 to 3. Yes, 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 yes. The sofrito is ready. I like to make my sofrito super concentrated. You could put salt. You could put salt right now, if you like. Or, when you're cooking, you obviously put salt in your food. So you could, it's kind of how you want to do it. If you don't want to put salt in it right now, you don't have to. You could store it and when you salt your food and you put your adobo and your chicken and all that, then don't worry about it. You don't have to do this part. I like it very concentrated. I am going to add, I don't add salt, I do adobo. And it's an all-purpose seasoning. Here we go. And that is 1 tablespoon smoked up of adobo. Yeah. I think I'm lying. I think that's 2 tablespoons. Let's test this. No, I'm not lying. It is 1 tablespoon. Haha. Okay. Puree. Okay. Concentrate. That is a good sofrito. I like it very flavorful. I'm going to do the other tablespoon and we are done. This sofrito is done. Complete. I'm going to put the description in the bottom of the exact ingredients, because I know I kind of went jumpy over here. I want to leave it up to you guys. Add it. Add it. 2 tablespoons. I'm here licking my fingers. It's so good. That is complete. And I'm going to get a glass bowl and I'm going to show you guys how this looks like. Be right back. Okay guys, the way you store this, I usually put it in a mason jar, and I will put it here and then put it in a mason jar, and I'll use that mason jar throughout the week from cookies because it is the base of every meal that I use. Or if you want to freeze them and you make a lot, you could put them in an ice tray, and then I have my little Ziploc bag right here full of them. See? So when you're making your beans, your soup, your rice, anything, you just dump it in there. And that's what I do. So you have options of how to store this. And let me show you what this looks like. My grandmother, when she stores this in a jar, she puts it in a jar and then she tops it up with olive oil. She says it keeps it moist. I don't do it when I freeze it. I don't. Sometimes when I do, for the ones that I'm going to use for the week, I do it. But this is what sofrito looks like, guys. Look how beautiful that is. Oh my God, I'm going to spill. How do I... See? And that, my friend, is the base for every land food you're going to make with me. Okay? So make sure you make this first. Have it frozen, have it ready, because on the recipe, the next recipe I'm going to make chicharrones de pollo coming up next, and I'm going to be using this for my chicken. So thank you, everybody. I hope everybody enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and like this video. Feedback, comments, please feel free. This is my first video from years of doing it. I have not done a cooking presentation ever on camera. So yeah, let me know how I did or what I need to improve. You know, constructive criticism, it's what's going to make it better, right? So thank you guys, and I hope you enjoy. Next time, see me next time for some chicharrones de pollo, and we'll probably make a cocktail while we're at it. Okay guys, thank you. Toodaloo.